Alright, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Mac from the TheiNFactor. Y'all know what it is. Man, this is the hot button. I did an episode of this like a couple weeks ago, and I was talking about internet racism. This time I'm gonna be talking about fanboys. And for y'all who don't know, the hot button basically is where I talk about hot button issues, like shit that's been bothering me. Things I feel are sometimes the elephant in the room that nobody talks about, and basically stuff that's affecting the entire gaming community. So, like I said, I'm talking about fanboys, and before I even start talking, I know it's gonna be some people that get on this video and be like, well, by this criteria, I'm a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy, blah blah. Man, I'm just telling you right now, I'm gonna try and make this as perfectly clear as possible. Just because you don't agree with what I'm saying, that does not necessarily make you a fanboy. It doesn't. But if you look at this video or watch this video and you fit the criteria, then your ass is a fanboy and you need to reevaluate your life, homie. Seriously. But so what is a fanboy? I'm gonna try to explain it or compare it to something similar to fanboys that you can find all over the world in many different work areas. You know what a yes man is? Or a brown noser. How about that? A brown noser. Y'all know what a brown noser is. A brown noser is somebody who basically will suck up or agree with anything that somebody in a position of power says or does. Now let me give you an example of that. Because a brown noser, sometimes brown nosing can be tolerated. You know what I mean? If somebody is in the workplace, they got a family to take care of, they trying to get this new promotion, of course you're gonna suck up to your boss. It's perfectly understandable, but you have an end game. You have a reason as to why you are sucking up. You may not agree with what the person is doing, but you're not gonna tell that person. You don't want to lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Of course you're gonna be like, if your boss is a woman, or not even just let's leave the whole boss thing alone. You're in a relationship, beautiful woman, she just had a baby, she put on a dress, she say, honey, does this make me look fat? You have to be a fucking moron to say yes, regardless of how big her ass look. It doesn't matter. That's tolerated. You know what I mean? That's a white lie. That's cool. That's perfectly fine. But fanboys don't do that. Fanboys, see, if you're a fanboy, I don't know if they actually don't agree that there are flaws in these games that they're playing, or maybe they're either lying or they're just too stupid to see it. Because regardless of what game you're playing, no game is perfect. There has not been a perfect game created, and there never will be. And I'll explain why right now, because it's fairly simple. It does not make business sense to create a quote-unquote perfect game. It just does not. And what I mean by business sense is, let's say you create the quote-unquote perfect game. Great single-player campaign, great graphics, great multiplayer, tons of replay value, and the fans love it. They go crazy for it. It's the perfect game. Why wouldn't they? How do you follow that up? You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Like, it's the reason why a lot of these game developers and game companies and manufacturers, blah blah blah, whatever, the reason why they're able to release games every year consistently is because they purposely leave holes in these games. And I don't want to hear anybody saying, well, that's not true. It's absolutely true. It is absolutely true. They leave some holes in these games so that they can have something to improve on the next year. It's all about money. This is America. Capitalism. Capital. That's what it's about. It's about money. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make business sense to create the perfect game. So with that being said, I don't know if these fanboys are lying. Maybe they're too dumb to see it, but all games are flawed. And in the instance of Gears of War, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Modern Warfare, but I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan. I love playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's a fun ass game. I play it a lot now, and of the games I play, I have to say it's the least flawed, but every game is flawed. Of course it has its problems, but Gears of War 3, Gears of War in general, has to be the most frustrating fucking franchise in the history of mankind, and I'm about to tell you why. These motherfuckers at Epic, man. I don't know if they're not listening. They are not listening. And they blatantly flaunt the fact that they're not listening. And what I mean by that is, we will sit here, the hardcore gaming community, we will sit here and say, and I'll stick up for Call of Duty, because for the most part they listen to their fans. They do. But the problem is, these fucking fanboy niggas, they are turning into the voice. They're turning into the voice of all gamers, and that shit has to stop right now. Because Gears of War 3, they will constantly update this game. I'm talking, it's been like 4 updates, maybe more, maybe less. Around 4 updates since September 1st, or September 21st, or 20th, whenever the damn game came out. 4. Not one of those updates accomplished a damn thing to fix this game. Nothing is fixed. The same problems that we were having from like day one, they've only gotten worse. What problems are those that you're talking about, Mac? Ink grenades? Are you fucking serious? Ink grenades, like the overpowered rifles, every overpowered weapons, period. Every weapon on this game is overpowered. Every single one of them. I don't give a fuck who you are, how your skill level, it does not matter. Every weapon is overpowered. Gears is supposed to be a cover shooter. Gears 1, cover shooter. Gears 2, supposed to be a cover shooter. Gears 3 is not a fucking cover shooter. It's not. I don't care what nobody say. And I'll tell you why. And Epic tried to create quote unquote balance, I guess. And they did that by I guess is what they thought they were doing. They wanted to make it so every single weapon on the game was accessible and easy to kill with. But in doing that, you don't balance out the game. You don't. In doing that, you just create chaos. And now we have a game where it's literally fucking retarded, because it doesn't know what to do with itself. If Gears of War 3 was supposed to be a cover shooter, why would you make alright, why would you strengthen the grenades? You strengthen the grenades, and this is their logic, this is their reasoning, by the way. They strengthen the grenades to stop camping. Okay, that makes sense. So now if somebody's in cover, they just want to sit on their cover, you throw a grenade at them, they're pretty much dead. Unless they predict you throwing that grenade before you throw it, and they take an evasive action, they're gonna die. Okay, so now you add the digger. The digger is specifically designed to deter camping. The digger is a weapon that you shoot it at somebody who's behind cover, it goes up under the cover, pops out. So that's 2 things that deter camping, and 2 things that make you have to come out of cover. Okay? Ink grenades also deter people who are in cover. You throw an ink grenade, they get stunned, they stand right up. You can shoot them down. Fairly simple. That's 3 things. The mantle kick. The mantle kick is designed to also get people out of cover. Somebody's in cover, you run up to them, hop over, stomp on their fucking head. Alright, that's what's that? 4 things designed to make you get out of cover and stop camping. Number 5, the man up rule, which is stupid, because the man up rule does not deter camping at all. It doesn't at all. What it does is it switches the focus of who has to camp. In previous games, you could stalemate if the other team had more people or more players than you alive. The smart thing to do would be to hunker down, find a spot where they have to come to you, you know what I mean, to greaten your odds of winning that fight. And if they don't come fight you, it turns into a stalemate. Now, if you have 3 guys and they have 5 guys, if you don't go kill some of their guys, you automatically lose when the time runs out. So what do people do? The people who have the most players, now they can't. Now they're in the position of power, which is fucking stupid. It's just it doesn't make any sense. If they have more people, why would I rush out there and go fight? It's a cover shooter, right? No, of course it's not a cover shooter. It's just a fucking retarded game. Now, if it's not a cover shooter, or all these things that to deter you from staying in cover and quote unquote camping, what are your options? You gotta come out of cover and you gotta fight. But you can't fight in Gears of War 3. You cannot fight in Gears of War 3, especially if you're playing people with common sense, because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do this, the only thing that everybody does. They're gonna pull out their overpowered ass rifle, whether it's the Lancer, Retro Lancer, Hammerburst, and they're gonna shoot your ass down in a half a second. You see what I'm saying? So what do you do? Every weapon is overpowered. Every weapon is flawed. The only weapon that's probably not flawed, the only weapons, I would say, there's nothing wrong with the digger. There's nothing wrong with the Boltok, really. Maybe it's a little bit too strong, but I like the Boltok. The Boltok is fine. The sniper rifle is perfect. That's it. And the crazy thing is, they took weapons that they had already perfected, like the ink grenades. The ink grenades in Gears 2 were perfectly fine. They would be so great in Gears 3. They're tactical. You use them in succession with like a smoke push, or you know what I mean. You can move your opponent in specific areas when you have that ink grenade. Now the ink grenades are just overpowered, and it's like, why am I playing this game right now? You know what I mean? The torque bow. What the fuck did they do to the torque bow? The torque bow in Gears 2 is perfectly fine. The torque bow in Gears 3 is, I don't know. It doesn't hit shit. It's fucking dumb. You gotta play like you're. I don't even want to talk about the torque bow. So now it's like, what do you do in Gears 3? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. And the reason for that, the reason for all this, the reason why Gears can release bullshit and claim to be looking out for us, the hardcore gamers, which they're not. They're just listening to the fanboys. The fanboys are the guys that are in their ear saying, basically every time they make a decision, the fanboys are on their side like, yeah, this is great, I love this, this is awesome. And to be a fanboy, you basically have to not respond to any reasoning whatsoever. And what I mean is, there, like I said before, there are flaws in every game. But fanboys, they either ignore them or they just deny them. And if you're gonna deny it and say, no, this game is perfect, you're a liar. Because there is no perfect game. There isn't one. Creating a great multiplayer platform or a multiplayer game, you have to do one thing: provide balance. Modern Warfare is a pretty balanced game. I will give it that. It is. It may be the same as that game as Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 are damn near identical. And that's fucked up in itself. That's a commentary for another day. The fact that they could charge $65 for Modern Warfare 2.5. But that's a commentary for a different day. But it is balanced. I don't think anybody can really argue that. Of course, weapons like the Striker, Type 95, there are problems there, but I don't have any doubt in my mind that it's gonna get fixed, because I guess because Call of Duty, the fan base is so large that when people start complaining, you better listen or you're gonna have some serious problems. With Gears, the fan base is so small, it's like they're gonna do whatever the hell they want to do, and we pretty much just have to accept that. And I fucking hate it. I hate it, man. I hate it. I hate Gears, but I love it. I don't know. Everybody who plays Gears has that mentality, for the most part. It's like, you love the game, you love the concept, but you hate it because there's no game out there like Gears of War, in the sense that the gratification you feel when you kill somebody, it's like, whew, it's such a rush. It's like, there is no game like it. There is no other multiplayer shooter, especially third person, where you can toy with your opponent and you can bait him into doing something that you want him to do, or you can play mind games. It's essentially chess. Most of these first-person shooters are just checkers. You point your gun, you shoot. If you see that person before they see you, he's dead. Like, that simple. But Gears of War is so many more layers and so much more depth. But they ruin it all by trying to appease the fucking fanboys. If they would just listen to the people like me who aren't even being assholes and saying, yo, Epic, you fucking suck, you need to do this or else. No, that's not what we do. We logically give them reasons as to why things need to be changed and as to why things aren't working. And the response we get is, there is none. It's like talking to a brick wall. It goes in one ear and out the other. The same shit that we've been complaining about at the end of Gears 2 and TU6, we still got them same damn problems for Gears 3. This is a totally new game. So, I mean, what's the end game? I don't even know, dude. I mean, I wish it was a modern day gaming Hitler would come and round these fanboy motherfuckers up and give them the gas chamber. Yeah, I do. Nah, maybe that's too much. Maybe I offended some people. My apologies, but shit gotta change because I'm tired of paying $60 for bullshit. I'm tired of it. I know you're tired of it. And the fucked up part is they know. All these game developers, fanboys in their ear, yeah, telling them that they're gods and that they can't do any wrong. And I've been there before. I was a high school athlete, you know what I'm saying? When you in a position like that, of course there's gonna be people who just love you and want to suck up to you. I really don't know why fanboys do it because I don't know what they get out of it. It's like I said before, the whole sucking up to your boss thing. You're trying to get that promotion. So I don't know if fanboys just think, oh, I'm gonna suck up to Cliffy B and when I grow up I'm gonna work for Epic. I don't know, but it's something there. But I've been there, you know, sometimes people tell you, oh, you're the greatest, you're this, you're that, and it builds your ego up. But this is out of control. This is beyond ego, man. This is some baby back buttery bullshit, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's like I said before, they know that regardless of what they produce, we're gonna buy it because gamers are passionate, man. We love our fucking games. Don't come between nothing and our games. Like, it's that simple. And it's almost like we fucking drug addicts. We fiends. We chasing that high of playing that first feeling you get when you play a great game. It's nothing like it, man. I remember popping in Gears of War 1 for the first time playing multiplayer, and I was just in awe. And I've been trying to capture that ever since, and it's just not there. But they know, in order to find out, you gotta buy it yourself. Because regardless if somebody tell you, yo, don't get Gears 3, son, that shit is whack, B. You know what I'm saying? Don't even waste your $60. I'm the type of person that if somebody said that shit to me, I'm gonna be like, alright, well, I still gotta get it. You know what I mean? I gotta get it. I gotta see for myself. So they know. And I guess the only thing we can do is stop buying this shit, but I don't see that happening. I really don't see it happening. So, I mean, this is Mac coming up on the end of this commentary. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.